You walk into a store for just one thing, maybe a loaf of bread, or perhaps you open Amazon to buy a charging cable. 5 minutes later, your cart looks completely different. A water bottle, wireless earbuds, a notebook, and somehow the charging cable became the least interesting thing you looked at. You stop and wonder, what just happened? Was it impulse, poor self-control, or was your decision already being influenced before you even started shopping? Because here's the strange part. Every shelf, every product display, every recommendation, every customers also bought is carefully designed, not to force you to spend, but to gently shape what feels like your own decision. Today, we're uncovering the hidden psychology behind impulse buying. And once you see it, you'll never shop the same way again. Every shopping trip begins with a plan. Buy the groceries, pick up a few essentials, maybe replace something that's broken. Simple, predictable, under control. But somewhere between the entrance and the checkout, the plan changes without noticing. You slow down. Something catches your eye. A product you weren't looking for. A discount you weren't expecting. A display that somehow feels impossible to ignore. You tell yourself, I'll just have a look. And that's usually where the shopping list starts to lose. Most people believe this happens because they lack discipline, that they spend too much, or make bad decisions. But here's something surprising. The same person who walks into a store determined to buy only one item often leaves with 5. Not because they forgot the plan, but because their attention was quietly redirected. Again and again. Think about the last time you bought something that wasn't on your list. Did you wake up that morning planning to spend more? Probably not. So, what changed? Was it really your decision? Or did something change your decision before you even realized it? Because if that's true, then the biggest influence on what you buy may not be your wallet or your willpower. It may be something far less obvious. Every time you discover something new, your brain pays attention, not because you need it, but because your brain is built to notice what's new. Thousands of years ago, that instinct helped humans survive. A new fruit, a new tool, a new source of food. Paying attention could mean staying alive. Today, the world has changed, but your brain hasn't. Every bright display, every new product, every limited time offer, every notification competes for the same system inside your brain. Here's what's surprising. The strongest feeling doesn't always come after buying something. It often comes just before, while imagining how it might improve your life. That's why browsing online can feel exciting. Even if you never buy anything, your brain is enjoying the possibility, not the product. And once you understand that, something else becomes clear. If businesses know what naturally captures your attention, what do they do with that knowledge? Long before you walk through the door, someone else planned your journey. The products near the entrance weren't placed there by accident. The essentials you came to buy are often farther inside, because the longer you stay, the more opportunities you have to notice something else. Then there are the end-of-aisle displays. Bright, colorful, easy to see. They aren't always the cheapest products. They're the products the store wants you to notice first. And just before you leave, comes one final test. The checkout line. Candy, magazines, drinks, small items that don't require much thinking. Not because you need them, but because, after making dozens of decisions, your brain is becoming tired. Online shopping uses the same idea. Customers also bought. You may also like. Frequently bought together. Different words. The same psychology. None of this forces you to buy anything, but it quietly increases the chances that you'll notice one more product, and sometimes one more is all it takes, because once your attention is captured, someone else is ready to guide what you see next. You can't stop your brain from noticing what's new, and you can't stop businesses from trying to get your attention, but you can change how you respond. The easiest way to avoid an impulse purchase isn't inside the store. It begins before you even leave home. A simple shopping list, a clear budget, a moment to ask, do I really need this? Sometimes, waiting just 24 hours is enough to separate a passing desire from a genuine need. And here's something surprising. The more intentional your decisions become, the less exhausting shopping feels, because you're no longer reacting to every display, every recommendation, every notification. You're choosing instead of drifting. The goal was never to stop buying things. The goal is to make sure the things you buy are the things you actually chose, because the most valuable thing you own isn't your money, it's your attention. And once you learn where your attention goes, your money is far more likely to follow.